Let's see my trading performance for the month of January. Hello, everyone. My name is Kitty, and I'm going to be showing you all of my losses and doing a like losing analysis kind of thing about all the trades that just did not work for me in January. All right, let's take a look. Doing a little scroll up. Okay, so this is my Discord losses. I record all of my losses here, and this is the first one that I took in January when I came back from Africa. It's funny how it says bullshit. Let's see what it was. Okay, so this is the 10-minute right here. You see, usually start on a 10-minute, so I can see. I kind of review these a lot, so I remember this trade. This was a trade that I took because price just tapped into this bullish looking area right here, and I was seeing that, and I was just like, okay, it's not like a specific area, but it's just more so, okay, price tapped into an area where, it's rejected from and went for bullish. So I wanted to go for the same, dropping down to the 2 minute. 2 minute, right there, hard to see that, right? Ugh. Anyway, so this is the trade. This is on the 2 minute. There was a demand zone. I was looking at that. Price never tapped into it. Looking at that. And then I marked up this zone right here. And I didn't mind the zone. As you can see, it went very close to TP and then shot back down, stopping us out. Then I think I have another photo attached of it showing that it stopped me out by a few ticks. That it just absolutely went into our direction. So, bullshit. Yeah, definitely frustrating. I even put a laughing emoji. Like, it's just stupid. Okay. So next trade, next day. I guess this is the 10. Right here. Yeah. So sort of the same thing. Price just tapped into a bullish zone. We have all of this. It grabbed liquidity. And so I was just looking for a potential, bullish setup. If we go down to the 2, we see that price did this. And honestly, this is a trade that I wouldn't take. I don't know how this trade ended up, but I would have taken like the fair value gap that's right here. Because I've noticed price would form this support and resistance zone, but then I'd forget like, oh, it's actually forming the fair value gap. So now if I would take this trade, I would probably be in it right here and not stopped out so far. So yeah, I would say most of my trades probably look the same, because I've been just following a certain order, just following the same setup ideas that I've had. I think I tried to take another trade. I don't know what this is though. I think this was maybe my second trade. I'm not too sure. So this was an area that I marked up, which is an area that I shouldn't, like, I understood why I marked it up, but it wasn't like the best zone to mark up. But I was still biased on bullishness, which technically got break of the candle. This is the 2 minute now. And, I'm not mad at me taking that setup. Yeah, I guess it just didn't work out. Let's go back to the 10. So it's a little bit interesting because we are in a wick, like a bearish kind of area that we tapped into just then. So perhaps that's something that I wasn't really paying attention much to, like where price is currently tapping into the 10-minute at that point at this moment. And like that was like a big deal back in December and November and just all those things. And I made an effort to really like look back at my losses and pick up on the fact that I would be in the wrong direction at times, and that I need to like really just trust the 10-minute and where it is in that current moment to go with it. Because we're going for small moves and anything is possible. So moving on to the next one, I think this is the 10-minute. All right, so this is a 10-minute setup that I took. So I remember this. So price right here, I don't have it marked up in this was a rejection area that I was looking at. And I think if you drop down to the 2 minute, you would have seen some reaction that made me want to take it. So we'll see that in a second. So this was a stop out. Price ended up going over here. I don't know if I have a screenshot of it, but it ended up going over there and then doing the move that I was hoping for. So yeah, this is something that I learned from before. It's like I wanted to go for this sell because price just tapped into a bearish 10-minute zone, but on the 2 minute it just tapped into a bullish zone. So I don't know, it's one of those difficult things, and I wanted to take the setup up here because I believed in the same narrative, but now I remember it wouldn't have worked out for me. I think I have a screenshot of that. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked out because price just blasted up. And then I changed my bias because I said, okay, it broke structure, so let me go for this buy, and then it just stopped me out for sells. And then I believe it ended up going down from there, but I don't think I have a screenshot. Oh, I actually do, because this was a trade that I wish that I took. So it's the same situation, right? And price rejected from a bearish 10-minute zone. So like, remember we had this zone right here, but then price brassed it up, and I wanted to go for the buy, but then it stopped me out. This right here, price tapped into this zone, gave you the break structure, came back to the sell, and you could have took that. And that's what I was like kind of angry about and whatnot. But yeah, and also getting stopped out, like right here, for it to go tap into this like demand zone right here, and then to go up for the move that we were looking for. So one of those things. This one was also just one of those things. So this one was a little bit choppy, but I still took it. So price just tapped into a 10-minute zone over there. It grabbed liquidity. It was making its way down. I seen it break structure. If we drop down to the 2, it did this. It broke structure, and it had this zone thing right here. And I just wanted to take that as a sell, because I seen price just break structure and all this, and it didn't tap into this area here. So I'm like, okay, price pulls up, I'm gonna take it. I took it, got stopped out by a tick just for it to go into my direction. One of those frustrating things, but looking at it now, I don't even know if I would still take this trade. I'm trying to think. Price up here, we grab liquidity. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Let's just move on. Okay, so this one I felt pretty confident about, but it's just like one of those things. So price starting up the day on the 10-minute, it tapped into a bearish zone, and I don't have it in this picture, but it lined up with another zone too. It grabbed liquidity and it tapped into this zone right here. It was kind of crazy. So with seeing that, I was just pretty bearish, especially when I was seeing, price break structure a lot. And we get down to this zone right here. You see price break structure. Price has this bearish zone. So I go in for the sell. It gets, 2 ticks away from my TP. Then it reverses to stop me out. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? But if you look back on the 10-minute, so subtle. Price tapped into a 10-minute, like, bearish area-ish area. It rejected off of there. And then it started making its way up. So if I had that bias of like, okay, price just tapped into a 10-minute like zone or whatever. Take the break of the candle. Okay, price comes down into the zone. Depending on who you are, you could have taken it all different types of ways. And I don't think I have a screenshot of it, but it ends up like blasting up. Okay, so next setup. This one wasn't the best setup, but I know why I took it. But yeah, so it was a 10-minute zone right here early, waking up early. If you see that little right there, that zone, I marked it up. Drop down to the 2-minute. I see this, right? I get a break of the candle with this zone. Wait for it to come back here. stop loss underneath the zone since I was like close enough and like, why not? Price gets maybe 1.15 RR, and then it reverses to stop me out. That's when those whole like wanting to go for 1-to-1s on like these challenges was really getting to me, because I felt like a lot of my setups they work, but not for like the long run. Even though 1-to-2s is not that long, but anyway. All right, wake up. We see price tap into this zone right here. I have marked up, so I'm feeling bearish. Dropping down to the 2. We go for this zone right here. And I guess that was my mistake of like not paying attention to the fact that like, hey, we're in this area. Price just tapped into this zone. This like I was thinking about this when price tapped into this and going with that, but I wasn't thinking about the same thing when price tapped into this area. So yeah, if I did that and I just like adapted, probably would have been able to capitalize in some sort of way. Okay, this was a day where I low-key tilted, because if you look at the time, it's not even like around the same time that I would trade. But yeah, I think I woke up early. I woke up late that day, and I wanted to trade, so I traded. So price, this is on the 10. Price broke past all of this bullish area, so I was thinking, all right, let me change my bias to bears, because even zoomed out, there was nothing that I could see that would make it be like, all right, would interfere. So yeah, I think a lesson would have been perhaps looking at higher time frames when those situations happen, where it's like, okay, I have nothing around me that I can base this shit on. Let me look at a higher time frame, even though I don't want to, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let me look at the 2 hour, 4 hour, whatever. Just seeing, okay, are we in anything? Because if I can't see it on the 10, I don't want to guess, because that's been hurting me too. It's going for these sell setups since I see it break bullish structure, but it just rejects from a zone that I don't even fucking see, and then it goes in the opposite direction, so we'll see. But yeah, so drop it down to the 2. I see this support and resistance area, line it up, and I get stopped out. Like AC, it like bounced off of this as if it was like a key level that, I should have paid attention to. It's crazy. Alright, I think this is like the same thing. Literally the same type of situation of price breaking structure. Me thinking, alright, it's time to go for sells. But do I? Why do I take this? I'm confused as to why I took this. Let me see what I said. I thought price could reverse from here, but it didn't. It was a strong trend, but I wanted to try it anyway. And also, I don't know when not to try it. Interesting. Let me just look at this for a second. Why did I take this? The 10-minute, what zone did I mark up? I'm so confused. I don't even understand this. I don't even understand that shit. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm trying to understand why. Like, I still don't know. Alright, moving on. Okay, so waking up, I see this high probability demand zone. Price just tapped into it. So on the 10-minute, drop it down to the 2. I see, if I was quick enough, I could have gotten in. Price broke structure. Tap it in. Potentially over here. It's when we should have been getting in or something. Just something. I don't know. This would have been the cleanest, but it was too early. But so we tried to take the other one. I guess this fair value gap right here. and it didn't work out. I'm not mad at that setup. I actually understand why I took it. Just ended up not working out. Okay, so dropping down to the 10. Let's go to the 10. So this was an area, I don't know. Like overall, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking bullish. So let's see. Okay, we dropped down. I'm waiting. Oh, hold on. I'm bullish, but then price gets here, right? And I see nothing bullish stopping me on the 10-minute. Then this is where I talk about going down to the 2-minute and seeing, okay, what is there? With this move right here, we just filled in a gap. And if I was paying attention on the 2-minute, it's filling the gap on the 2-minute. And if I was paying attention to stuff like that, I would more so be I'd be bullish. I couldn't even find an entry that day. All right, moving on. This is on the 10-minute. Seems very okay. So price in the morning, it kind of goes, this was choppy, I'll admit. But price in the morning, it breaks structure, doesn't tap into this 10-minute zone, which we were initially looking at. So we were like, okay, we see this sell right here, the sell area. So let's go and see what happens when price taps into that. So I guess dropping down, we picked this zone right here to do this since price just broke all this structure. But me looking at it now, it's like, damn, the price just tapped into a 2-minute demand, high probability, so that was something. I get the idea, but yeah. So after that, when I see price, they still didn't tap into this. Let's go to the 10-minute. Still didn't tap into this zone right here, but it came up. I decided to mark up this sell zone right here to potentially take it down to that area. And price got me in. I got stopped out by a tick. Then price landed on TP. Oh, look at this. This trade ended up going to a 1 to a 9. Ha ha ha. Okay. So this is on the 2-minute. This is on the 10. Believe I was bullish. Price ends up tapping into a bullish zone to the left. Initially, it was this area marked up by that orange horizontal line. Seen this. I seen price get a reaction on it, I'm sure, on the 2-minute. Oh. Dropping down to the 2-minute. It was that one at the open. One more my open. Price broke the candle. I got in over here. And then I get stopped out.